He married my sister, now we're living together.
Roommates-in-law, Tom.
Hello, Timothy. How we doing?
Oh, brother, we're coming to you live from Woodward Studios.
Well, wait, let's get into that in a second. But before that, we're not even brothers-in-law.
Not roommates.
But friends. Good friends.
Always have been. Always would be friends since, 7th grade?
Yeah, that was back when, I was a twin.
I was
my dad's eye.
I was a senior in high school, but I was this shiny little 7th grader. I was like, this kid's got spunk.
You're like, come on, let's toss the kid a bone.
I mean, he's 3 feet tall. He needs a little bit of help.
He needs something. Let's give him a cool. We're a morning show now, I think, me and you.
I know. I think this is becoming the new trend. Our schedule's just been goofy as fuck.
They've been really tough. But I could see us as a morning show.
I'm not mad at it. It gets the juices going. After the pod, I'm ready to rock on the day.
That's a good point. This is,
you know what I mean?
It's natural energy.
Natural little coffee shot. I like what's happening here.
Get a couple good pops. Yeah, I mean, you can do anything the rest of
Man, the oldest woman on planet Earth just walked by my little window.
She want to hop on the pod?
She was like, she's like stereotypical old woman. She had a cane and I don't know if it's a bonnet in her hair. And she was fully hunched over.
Like it almost looks like someone in disguise as an old woman.
Yeah, it looked like somebody drew this woman. I can't believe what I just saw. New York continues to shock and amaze, Tom.
Well, speaking of New York, you mentioned it, Woodward Studios.
Woodward Studios. We got a new studio space / living space.
You got a new mint.
New mint. Got rid of the psi mate. That's a psycho roommate is what we got rid of.
We haven't really covered that on the pod, and I don't know if we should.
I don't, it was too close to cover. Yeah. But I've been living with a psi mate for 1 full year.
And my favorite part about that is this person, not going to specify who they are. They were never at your apartment, but even still, when I was over there and you guys would talk about her, you and Lizzie would both use like very hushed tones and like kind of like glance back towards their room, even though they were never there.
Well, it was like we didn't know if the place was bugged. It was just a haunting presence, always lurking around. We just so we're out. We were almost homeless. I don't know if you've heard this, Tom. New York real estate is competitive.
I've heard that it's known to be.
We were 48 hours away from living under the Brooklyn Bridge, which hindsight, a lot of natural light.
So such good lighting. I mean, and the neighbors are good. They've been there for a while. They could show you around the block.
And there's a lot of good, I guess depending on which side of the bridge you're on, but there's like a lot of good restaurants right in that area.
Yeah, tons of dumpsters.
I don't know how the Wi-Fi is though.
Pod would have been tough.
I think that would have been
You're logging onto the pod. You're just surrounded by like trash bags.
I'm like, oh, hey guys, can you stop fist fighting for like an hour?
No, it's just the mic's picking it up. Honestly, if you just take it down like another 30 feet, it should be fine.
Right down that way. I know there's a couple of pods going on over there too, but it's fine. It's just a bunch of comedians living under the bridge.
There's like comedians that have done late night.
Yeah, they're like, damn, what happened to you? They're like, I don't know, the internet's not popping for me yet.
Reels haven't really taken off.
Dude, I mean, Lizzie and I were just laying awake. Like, because when homelessness, I mean, obviously we would have figured something out, but it's like,
yeah,
we might not have like a place to bring all of our shit.
Yeah, that would have been like what, like a U-Haul or a storage unit?
Yeah, it's like storage unit. We were looking into like month-long Airbnbs and shit.
Oh, God.
I mean, nightmare scenarios.
Month-long Airbnbs, you're paying 3-4 times rent.
Oh, yeah. I was like, well, this one's only 12 grand. What do you think about 12 grand to be in Flatbush for a month?
Oh God. Well, I mean, I'm so glad you're not homeless.
Oh, Tom. I mean, we got the lease signed, and Lizzie and I just a nice little hug. It was like, I mean, it was. I feel like
I thought you were about to be like, just fucked each other.
Oh, we just went crazy on each other's genitals. It was insane.
I love that it was just a nice hug.
It was just something very. It was like because it wasn't even like let's fuck. It was just like, oh God, okay.
Thank God.
Thank Christ.
It's like you
All
needed a nap.
That truly, and then it was like, all right, we kind of got really, because it was like, all right, what's the movers situation? Certainly, there's not going to be any movers available for 2 days out.
Right.
Piece of cake moving. NewYork.com. Look at these people up. Absolutely incredible.
It's their website is NewYork.com.
No. I just made that up. It's Piece of Cake
I
Movers.
was like, how did they get that?
New York State is like, shit. We let that one lapse, didn't we?
We forgot to renew it on GoDaddy.
Some moving company picked it up. These guys are savvy as hell.
They're fucking genius. It's Eric Scott.
Movers
Wait,
worth every penny.
You weren't happy with your mover situation last year?
No, we had a bunch of fucking idiots. This one guy showed up trying to do. He showed up with 9 lattes and John Lennon glasses.
Yeah,
and a fun jacket.
I was trying to bring a positive vibe. It wasn't a jacket. It was a sweatshirt. It was a fun purple sweatshirt.
I mean, you brought a positive vibe into a buzzsaw.
I mean, I showed up with lattes for you, and I rounded the corner.
Pretty sure I slapped it out of your hand.
Dude, you might as well have. I rounded the corner with the little coffee carrier, and I was like, "Morning," and you were like, "Hey."
Day.
You're like, "Hey, Tom," and then you just like handed me a box, and I was like, "All right, well."
I guess this isn't like a fun-loving move-in day.
Right, yeah, coffee. Yeah.
Dude, that was. I mean, I'd been on no sleep for 30 hours. What'd you want me to do?
Sorry, I couldn't be out there this time to offer my services.
Movers. I mean, it's also just at the point where that was the last. Moving here was the last time you can ask friends to move.
Yeah,
that was the last one.
Ask.
It's an enormous ask. Nobody's in their 20s anymore. You can't do that to people's knees and back.
What kind of coin are we talking about for movers?
It was like just over 1,000.
All right.
And we moved 10 minutes away from our other apartment.
It seems steep.
It was worth every single penny. You just always forget how much shit you have.
It's
like the big stuff, because you just go, okay, couch, coffee table, TV, but okay, it's like not that much stuff.
Yeah, it's like 5 trips down
and then you
stairs.
forget, you're like, oh, but we also have like closets full of clothes and Lizzie's knickknacks and all sorts of shit.
And when you're not great at moving, which I'm not, and I, saw a little brief glimpse into it for you guys last year. You guys aren't great at it either.
No, I don't think anybody's good at it, to be honest.
No, that's true. But those last trips,
oh, they're heartbreaking.
Are like, yeah, they're like panicky.
When you're also like, do we just throw this away?
Yes, dude.
Do I need any of this shit? No, I don't need my computer or any of my pants.
I won't wear pants. I don't remember what the winter is.
Summer's coming up anyway. I'm just going to be a shorts guy. I don't need all these pants and shirts. You do really start looking at stuff like, I don't even know where we got this. And of course, Lizzie don't want to throw anything away.
No, I know. I mean, I moved the skeleton in last year.
Oh, it's sitting right over there, dude. It's in 8 pieces, and the skeleton always comes with. One of the movers, who's a Polish guy, he was like, who obsessed with the skulls?
Said it like with some kind of disgust.
Well, he goes, for Halloween? I was like, brother, every day's Halloween in my life. I don't know if you've noticed this. The mover that just saved my back. My back still feels good. But even still, because we're on the 1st floor now. We were on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, that's big.
I mean, not climbing stairs every day. Bushwick also. I mean, I was a Bushwick boy for a full year. Bushwick sucks dick and balls.
Wait, what? I thought you just came around on the Shwick.
Bushwick's out.
What?
Stinks.
What happened?
Sucks.
What happened?
It just we went to a new neighborhood that's clean, and people aren't constantly pooping on the sidewalk and digging through trash.
Where are you at now?
Ridgewood. Always up to no good.
The wood.
And everybody that I'm like, oh yeah, we just moved into Ridgewood from Bushwick, they're all like, oh, huge move. Excellent choice. I'm like, why did no one tell us about Ridgewood?
You were just coming around on the Shwick too.
I was like, no. Okay.
Honestly, the poop isn't even that bad most of the time.
I mean, dude, every time you came to Bushy, you were just the moment I was like, hey, what's up, Tom? You're like, it smells so bad.
Well,
Everywhere smells so bad.
It's so bad, and it was like your specific building lobby had a new smell every time I was in there.
Well, there was about 39 people living in the
In that first floor
apartment. The movers guys asked about that. They go, "All these apartments same size?" I was like, yeah, why? What's up?" He goes, "How many people live on first floor?" I was like, "I've never seen the same one twice, so I don't know. It could be upwards of 90 to 100 people that live in that apartment."
I mean, there were at least 48 children living in there.
Sure. And I watched them grow up. They grow up. They age like dogs every year. I was like, "Oh, you're a teenager now. Oh, shit. Oh, look at that. Latte coming in hot."
Wow. Cheers.
I'm telling Sweet Tom all about the move. Lizzie says, "Yay." And also, hello.
Lizzie.
He says, hello. So, it's just a god. And this fucking landlord that we have is just sweet as pie.
But you thought your last landlord was cool too.
No.
For a second, didn't you?
No.
Oh, no, never mind. Sorry.
Tom.
Fuck, my bad, dude. I didn't mean to give him props like that.
He did brag to me when we were leaving. I was like, "Man, thanks for everything. You were great, just because I want to make sure we get the security deposit back."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, just really pride myself on being a really good landlord." And in my head, I was like, "You are the stupidest man alive.
Wasn't your toilet not working for a while?"
No, it never did, really. It kind of just, one of the toilets just never worked. The handyman he sent over made every problem worse, every single one.
Yeah, I just kind of pride myself on ruining people's experiences in Bushwick, but
yeah, I just kind of pride myself on encouraging people to move back to their original homes. New York is not the place for you. Please leave.
You said it was Louisiana, right? Yeah, good luck on the bayou. Get out of here.
The fuck out. Dude, Ridgey. I mean, I've been able to look up when I'm walking because I don't have to look out for dog shit.
And human shit. Don't forget about
also
the
human shit. Yeah. Well, those kind of catch your eye. You don't really have to look out for those. That's a huge pile.
There's like a steam coming off those.
Yeah, because it's fresh.
Oh, yeah. It's
fresh.
It's piping
because
hot.
it doesn't stay there long. Somebody's going to pick it up and find some use for it in Bushwick. They're like, "Ooh, is that a fresh pile of shit?"
Yeah, they're going to throw it at Tom.
Dude, I put my golf clubs in the trash. RIP the golf clubs.
Why?
And a rat was living in the bag.
Once again, Bushwick sucks.
Bushwick sucks ass, dude.
God, that's so funny. Yeah, I had to throw out my golf clubs. There's a huge family of rodents living in it.
Dude, looking back on it, I'm like, how did we survive that year? And like the apartment itself, it was like the building was like 4 years old.
Yeah, it looks like it should be nice. But like for example, very nice security system on the building.
Sure.
But the actual front door wouldn't lock.
It was never locked.
Yeah. So
never.
It's like you got a really nice call system and everything like that. Probably a nice camera. But you could just walk up and open
and just push it
right in.
Walk into the weirdest smell on planet Earth.
That one's new today. Is that like old tacos and shrimp? Nice. Hell yeah.
You're like, wait, what is that smell of shit? Oh, that's on my shoes. Shit.
Oh, that's just human shit that I tracked in here. Awesome. At least that cop was hot though.
And then you come up and you're just like,
cop?
Every day you'd come up and be like, "God, it just fucking smells like." And I was like, "Hey, Tom."
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Tom.
know. You did not love me calling it out.
You're a visitor here. We are trying to ignore that smell so we can live our lives. Okay?
I'm just coming in hot every time.
This place sucks.
Hey, you guys, it still stinks down there, but it's a new stink.
They're like, "Yes, Tom. We woke up with that stink." Okay. You ever open your door and see a rat standing there and it looks like you're interrupting whatever it's doing?
And you kind of do feel
and you're like
that.
"Ah, shit, my bad, dude. I didn't know you guys were like cooking breakfast right now."
I'll pop back in here. Just don't mind me.
Don't mind me.
Pretend I'm not here.
Yeah, you just take that meal back to my golf clubs and we'll be all right.
Hit a quick 9.
Dude, by the way, those golf clubs were in the trash for, I kid you not, 1 second before somebody picked them up and tossed them, just took them down the street.
Yeah. That's kind of the beauty of living in a city when you move out. When I moved out of my last place in Chicago, for the last week, it was comical. I mean, I was just throwing everything on the boulevard.
People can just sniff it out. They're like, "Oh, somebody's moving. I'm going to take all their shit."
Yeah. It's amazing.
incredible.
I mean, stuff doesn't make it 3 hours.
Oh, I mean, I kid you not. I watched them. I set them down. I looked over. He looked at me. He goes, trash. And I was like, yeah. And he just came in, picked him up, walked right down the street.
You didn't give him a scouting report on the family of rats living in there?
If he's picking up trash, he doesn't give a fuck. And this was a Bushwick.
Okay,
this
was not like a guy who lives in an apartment next door.
This was a Shwick native.
He's a man of the streets.
I guess he's gonna go play 9 somewhere. I don't know.
I'm guessing that's maybe a cell situation.
A cell, or he's like, oh, I could assault someone with this 9-iron.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, this is a pretty. Yeah, why is your light flickering, dude?
Oh God, right when I start bragging about the new place,
it's like really flickering.
This is a genuine flick.
Yeah, this looks like a haunting situation.
I just can't buy a bucket here in New York.
You absolutely cannot get a win. I would love if this was the breakdown. Just the light flickering was like you snap.
I'm close to it. No, actually, this place does actually kind of rip though. This is the first time that this light's been doing that, but
maybe there's maybe a lot of people are running laundry at the same time.
Well, that would be possible if there was laundry in the building. Yeah, if we had the ability to do laundry here, that might be.
I bet that would be the problem here.
Man, we haven't been able to figure that out either. But
I don't love commuting to laundry, but I mean, you had to take the place.
What were we gonna do?
Live under the Brooklyn Bridge.
Live under the bridge. There's no laundry there either.
There's not great laundry there. You could wash it kind of in the river, in the Hudson.
We're doing like the press and fold, and they're delivering it to the bridge.
You just pop up from under. Yeah, right down here.
Right under here. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Tip them like $100.
That's for you, champ.
Oh man,
dude, back to Lizzie. I'm like, how embarrassing that would be to have to be the delivery guy for the wash and fold.
You got to deliver someone else's laundry. Anyways, yeah, hang this up over there. It's under the bridge.
What you got?
I got some plane stuff. Can we get into our travel section? That was a good one.
That's not bad.
That one was great. That was a plane taking off, folks. I first off took a red eye here to Cleveland, the great city of Cleveland, 2 nights ago.
Love Cleveland.
I think I had my first panic attack in a long time, like real physical panic attack.
On the plane?
On the plane, and it was not cute.
What? How did this manifest itself?
I went to sleep. I'm trying to go to sleep my flight was at 12:30 a. Not the cutest look in the world.
That's a tough one.
And we take off, and I'm like falling asleep, and plane is hot. I hate a hot plane.
Oh yeah, no, that's
out of my face with these hot planes.
Well, and then you turn the air on. You go, okay, let me aim that right to me, and you're like, oh, perfect. That's also really hot air.
And it was already on full blast.
Yeah, not it.
It's full blast is like.
Yeah, come on. What airline is this? Oh, you're a Delta kid.
I was Delta, but it was an old Delta plane. Because actually, Delta's newer planes, their air jets are better now.
Pretty sure they're flying Airbuses. I believe that's the type of plane.
Sorry, no, a jet was the wrong word for it. I meant vent.
Sure, yeah. I think everybody. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. But jet would imply the plane. But it was so hot. I want my plane at like 50 degrees if possible.
I would bet that's pretty close to what they need them on, because once everybody piles on, you got a bunch of hot, sweaty idiots.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's like for the big event space, they got to pump it down to like 50, because once everybody gets in there, now you're looking 65, 66.
70. Yeah. This plane felt like about 94. And I went to sleep and then woke up with like super tight chest, like kind of freaking out.
Not good.
I was like, yeah, it was not a great look. And then I like wanted to get up, but I was like, I might pass out if I get up. Like I was like feeling lightheaded. This is at 3 a.m. too. It was not fun.
Quick cue for you, Tom. That's a question for the listeners.
Yes.
Where are we at on the hangover scale?
At that point,
Yeah.
0.
Where were we at when we got on the plane?
This is at 12:30 at night.
Okay.
Not hungover.
Okay. How about where are we at on the drunk scale?
I had 1 cocktail.
Okay. How many days in a row had you been boozing?
Didn't drink the night before or the night before that. It was
might
like
be pure panic.
I mean, I've been like really anxious lately in general, so maybe it was like a buildup of things. And then I think the temperature of the plane really
hot always brings it out.
I think that's what did it. Is you start thinking because then you're thinking about how hot you are.
And you're going, boy, I'm really sweating a lot. My heart's kind of starting to race. Like my dad doesn't love me. And what am I doing with my life? Oh, God, no.
It's kind of a crazy life that I'm pursuing. I'm on a plane at 3 a.m. and I'm like pumped about going to Cleveland. This is a weird life that I've chosen. And it's a connecting flight.
Oh, God in heaven. Okay, so keep going with the panic attack.
Well, I was like trying to take deep breaths. 2 people next to me were both sleeping, so I didn't want to wake them up. And
gotta be polite during your panic attack.
Yeah, don't want to inconvenience anyone else. And I just it was like a fever dream because I also was asleep before that. So I'm like kind of the groggy, like half asleep, freaking out. And I just tried taking deep breaths for I put on like a meditation playlist that I have, and that wasn't really helping. And I just
did you cry at all?
Maybe a little bit, but not really. It was more like
not like a but did like tears come out?
Yeah, like the natural
just your body starts doing things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lower back was sweaty as hell.
Okay, so what could you tell? Were other people kind of looking around? You could tell when other people are uncomfy. Were they kind of doing like that? It's kind of hot as balls in here, or were you just?
I was.
Your
so
body was
on
just.
Tom.
Yeah.
And the people next to me were asleep, so they didn't ever notice. And that was kind of the thing. It kind of passed. I like a lot of deep breathing, and then I kind of drifted back off to sleep again. And then I woke up and I was like, that was kind of a chaotic, miserable flight.
That was kind of wild.
That kind
Let's
of
go
really
do comedy.
Sucked ass. Yeah, let's connect through Minneapolis to Cleveland, and then I got here and slept for 4.5 straight hours.
Boy, I thought that number was going to be much larger. I thought you were going to say 14 straight hours, 4.5.
Well, I had to go do comedy.
Come on, I take those kind of naps in the shower, Tom.
But anyways, all right. I got a couple other things that happened. One, on the second flight, I get on. I'm the last person aboard because it's connecting, and I get back to my seat, and the flight attendant goes, "Are you in this seat?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, "But would you ever switch with this guy so that his little brother can sit with him?" But now I'm switching from a window to an aisle.
That's not an aisle's still not bad.
I hate an aisle because I like sleeping.
Well, sure.
But also, little brother, I'm not gonna be like, no, this 9-year-old has to sit by himself. So I was like, yeah, no problem. And then I was like, well, I'm looking up at the Delta Comfort seats. I go, are some of those window seats open? She goes, let me pull it up. She pulls up her phone. She goes, yeah, actually, yeah. 3A is open.
Oh, see,
so take that.
How about that?
I was like, yeah.
How about Tom asserting himself, getting a Delta Comf?
It was awesome, and I mean, I love sitting in the Furt. It's the best, dude. Some Delta Furt. I'm like, hey, any of those Furt seats open?
I'm sorry, what? You're like, oh, you must not listen to the pod.
Sorry, I'm kind of self-tajing right now, but I saw everyone else who watched the conversation happen kind of be like,
they were like, what a win.
Yeah.
What a huge win for that young man right there.
That guy's savvy as hell. What is this? Catch Me If You Can?
They're like, incredible. Actually, can I just fly the plane? They're like, damn, all right, I guess the pilot seat is open.
I just felt like I was smarter than everyone else.
Well, that's a savvy ass move. Did you clock those seats empty as you walked on?
I think kind of subconsciously I did, because lately I've been trying to check the seats right before I board.
Right.
Because some of the preferred seats that cost money, they lower those to free beforehand if it's not a full flight.
Very smart.
So I've been like checking them on the app, but I didn't check this one, but I'm just more wary of it now.
Yeah.
And I had walked by those, and I was mostly just looking around for a window because I wanted to be nap Tom.
Sure.
And I took a nice little nap.
I bet you did, right? In that comfy seat. Wait, did we talked since I upgraded to first class?
Yeah, we have.
We did.
But
on the
wait,
pod?
but I don't know if you really
Did we talk on the pod? I don't think so.
That might have been the pod that didn't come out because we were drunky poo.
Well, no, that was because this was on the flight back to New York from Chicago.
Did you do it? Oh no! Yeah, this is you said that you bought it, but then
Said that I did it.
We didn't hear how it went.
So I think they offered this deal to a few people because
it's everyone's first time.
Because I'm looking around, I'm like, there ain't no way these people fly first class on the reg. Guy next to me, I'm pretty sure he ate 23 Biscoff cookies. I almost wanted to like tap. I was like, hey, act like you've been here before, you fucking idiot.
Also, Biscoff cookies, you're like, hey, those are free for everyone.
Yeah, like, but he just kept being like, can I get another cookie? Can I get another? And he had 4 Diet Cokes and 23 Biscoff cookies.
And it's a 2-hour flight.
It's a 2-hour flight. He fucking, and you know these Biscoff, they're not like, it's not a clean cookie.
It's one of the crumbliest cookies in the game.
My man is covered in Biscoff. By the end of the flight, he stood up and he had so many crumbs, like you heard it hit the floor.
You could just kind of like dip your finger in them and you're like, yeah, that was delicious.
He was literally lightly glazed in Biscoff. It was insanity to watch this fucking guy. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So everyone here paid $40 to be in first class.
Was it a real first class or was it a small plane?
Real first class.
Oh, hell yeah. That's the only time I've flown first class was a small little dinky plane where like the seats weren't good.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, well, I'm just in the front.
Yeah. I'm just in
this isn't first
seat.
class. Yeah,
No.
I'm just in the front. There's also, I mean, the seats are more comfy, obviously, but you know, really, they're just, instead of like a plastic cup, they give you a glass. They just give you a glass.
Did you get a bevy?
Yeah, I got a bev.
But don't they do the thing? Don't you have to finish it before takeoff?
I mean, I was finishing it before she even handed it to me. I absolutely housed that thing.
What'd you get? What's your order?
I think
this was a morning flight.
It was a morning flight. I did get like a Jack and Coke.
Kind of a wild move.
And then, of course, and then I'm like judging the guy with the Biscoff cookies, and it's 9 in the morning. I'm like, yeah, I'll do a Jack and Coke.
You're
They're
drinking
like, we got to stop
whiskey.
offering $40 upgrades. This is insane.
These people do not know how to behave. Get a fucking screwdriver. Get a driver, Tim. Hit the driver.
Well, I panicked. I was like, there's no way they have OJ. Of course they have OJ.
Yeah,
It's a 6:30 in the morning flight.
Guess what, dude? They got OJ 24 hours.
Yeah,
on those
so
bad
probably
boys.
almost I was like, oh, can I get an apple juice and tequila? They're like, okay,
All right.
go back to coach, you idiot.
I recently got an apple juice on a plane. It just sounded good, and I'll tell you what, it was delicious.
AJ is a massively underrated beverage.
If you got like maybe you're feeling a little like queasy traveling or anything like that, a little apple juice or a ginger ale can really hit the spot.
I truly have never like ginger ale. I'm not a big ginger ale guy, but I don't hate
You're
it.
a Sprite guy.
I'm a Sprite kid.
Those
through
are
and
kind of
through.
cousins.
But Sprite's the way hotter of the cousins. But
Sprite's the cousin that you like. I mean, yeah.
Sprite's trying a little harder though. Like ginger ale's more of a natural beauty, but like Sprite really dresses up and puts the makeup on, does the hair, and you're like, oh, okay, you're kind of a piece of ass.
Where ginger ale is kind of like, they still have the glasses on, but if they took the glasses off, you'd realize.
That's
hot.
like the high school where everybody's like, oh damn, like I thought you were a nerd this whole time. You're actually a world class beauty.
You're actually a 10 out of 10. You were just wearing those big nerd glasses.
A little crunchier, yeah. They're a little crunchy.
The 90s movies. Oh,
Ginger
God.
ale is a sneaky hot woman. Let's see, what the hell was I even talking about?
I don't know. I interrupted with that ginger ale and apple.
Yeah, we
juice
really
thing.
got off the. Meanwhile, there's a poltergeist in this room.
Yeah. I got two questions for you here.
Lay it on me, Tom.
Well, actually, one question and one thing that's been really pissing me off lately, Trevor.
Oh, shit.
The one question, okay, if you're in a 2-person row, so kind of small plane,
Sure.
there's one outlet. Does it just go to whoever claims it first, or is there an expectation to share it throughout the flight?
I mean, boy, that's a lot of communication to be happening between two strangers on the flight.
Okay.
I gotta kind of blame the manufacturer here.
Right, it's a broken model.
Like
Toss
two outlets.
I need 2 lets.
Like what is this?
If we're going solo, it just creates an automatic friction between you. It's kind of like a Western standoff right away, where you both have your charger in your hand,
and you're kind of looking at each other like, it's
like both our hands are twitching.
Just a single drop of sweat drops off your brow.
I'm like, listen, if I don't plug my phone in, I am gonna have a panic attack next to you. But it sucked because this was when I got the FERT seat. They were just touche. And I hate the way I'm talking right now, but it's fun.
Wait, touche?
It was just a 2-seater.
2 seats, yeah.
And this guy was already there, and he's already all set up, comfy, cozy. He's got his charger plugged in, and my phone is not on high battery.
Well, look, in this scenario, that's his charger.
Yeah, because I didn't even pay for the seat either.
Yeah, you can't weasel your way into the FERT. And then go,
be like, no charger.
Hey, by the way, you mind if I hit that charger?
Yo, can I hit that charge for a sec? Dude, what is going on with your light? I mean, for the people not on YouTube, this is kind of nuts. Tim looks like he's in a fucking music video right now.
I mean, Tom, this is the definition of not being able to purchase a bucket.
There's no buckets coming your way.
I'm in line. I have my bucket, and they're like, those aren't even for sale, dude. You can't have that.
I got cash right here.
They're like, no, we don't accept cash, idiot. This is New York.
How about you give us the cash anyways, and you're still not allowed to take it?
And then we kick you right in the dick. I mean, this New York is just about how much can you take?
How many times can you get hit in the balls in a row?
And keep moving forward. That's all New York is. I don't even think... I think New York is just kind of some sort of experiment to see how much people can really take before they snap.
Yeah. They're just
That's all I think it is. I think this whole thing is just a mirage, and everybody's in on it. They're like, look, we're going to shoot all the movies here. We're going to make it look very, very sexy. So idiots from all over the world are going to go, I want to live there. And then you move here, and you're like, oh, this is a nightmare.
Like, is there any day-to-day proof that it's a fun place to live? No, not really. But kind of the overall idea is
just the thought of it is really neat. And every once in a while, you'll go into a part of town that you and your family will never be able to afford. And you'll go, oh, this is pretty nice.
And you'll romanticize it for the rest of your life.
And you go, well, one day I'll be able to afford a $60 million home.
And is that home big? No.
Oh. Well, actually, they're like 11,000 square feet. They're pretty huge.
Oh, okay. Damn.
I mean, 60 mil.
Yeah, 60 mil.
If it's 4,000 square feet, well, what are we doing?
I bet you could find a I bet you could find a $10 million property that's 4,000 square feet.
I would say that I would bet there's thousands of those.
That's so depressing.
There's thousands of those.
$10 million in Minnesota, you could build the home that you exactly want to live in.
You would only need 2 million more to buy Minnesota. That's it.
Hey.
Come on.
We're not a cheap whore state. I know that's what everyone says about the Soats, but...
What a whore state. I mean, this place, like, now there's just an alarm going off right outside the window. It's
Hey, you're not trying to do a podcast, are you? How about this alarm? How about this shit?
How about this? How about, oops, somebody's breaking into a vehicle at 10 in the morning? How about that, Tom? I mean, it really is like you kind of get to the point where you're like, I can't cry anymore.
I feel like I'm just giving New York too much credit if I keep crying.
If I keep crying, it's going to know it's getting me.
Yeah, you can't. You got to stay strong, buddy.
I got to stay strong. I mean, this actually is like a pretty nice, it's a little 2B, 1B.
It's a great apartment. I saw a video.
And we had to put a deposit down before we even saw the building.
That sounds like such a scam. Thank God.
Just to take it off the market because shit was just bippity boppity bacon. Yeah. And we're like, oh, that one's gone now too. Oh, okay, that one's gone now too. Oh no.
I mean, you can't put a down payment on the Brooklyn Bridge, so you had to throw it somewhere.
No. Dude, it was Panic Town, USA, population Tim and Lizzie.
Tim and Lisbon. Well, I mean, if sometimes life works out, even if you got a haunted light behind you, looks like a good place.
I'll take a haunted apartment. Or we were living with a fucking the thing we were living with prior was way scarier.
You had a ghost in there.
Than any poltergeist that could live in here. It's fine.
Yeah, you're like, welcome, get in here.
I will absolutely take the ghost of some dead child over what we had at the other place.
Yeah, that'd be kind of tight, honestly. They could
They're
show
like,
you
oh,
around.
sick. What's up, dude? You probably know this area pretty well. Do you know any place where I can get stabbed and mugged and then get food poisoning at a bodega?
God, New York sucks.
Oh, Tom. No,
wait,
when you come visit. Oh, wait, are you sleep? Are we having a big sleepover next Thursday?
I think maybe next Thursday. Yeah.
Let's go, dude. We'll show you around the neighborhood, introduce you to the ghosts.
Hell yes, I'm pumped to hit the Ridge. Live pod too.
Fuck yeah, Ridgewood.
Wait, I gotta say my thing that really pissed me off this week, because I was on like 4 flights this past week.
Hell yeah.
And I'm noticing this thing going through security. People, you know how you have to. At a lot of these airports now, you have to put everything in a bin. Bags got to go in the bin. Laptop separate bin.
Separate bins. Separate bins.
Separate bins. Hey, idiot.
And then you go through and you still have like your chapstick in your pocket. They're like, take all your clothes off. Spread your butt cheeks. And you're like, it's just chapstick, dude.
I'll determine what it is.
I'll take it off. Yeah, they
really
put it
funny.
on their lips. And they're like, yeah, it's chapstick. Here you go. You can have it back. Like, well, now I don't want it.
Nice ass, by the way. What'd you lose it? Hey, you dropped your ass. That is funny. The guy said everything out of your pockets, and I literally had chapstick in there, and I go, I just have chapstick, and he goes, all right, and I go, so that's fine, right? And I go to put it back in my pocket. He goes, just put it in the bin. And I was like, it's not gonna, because I'm pre-checked, so I'm going through the metal detector. It's not gonna go off.
Yeah, it's fine, buddy.
Yeah, but whatever. Anyways, on the other side of this, when you're picking up your stuff, people are just leaving the bins on the thing.
Oh, they're not. They're getting their stuff out and leaving it.
Yeah.
So it's a giant traffic jam.
And now it's like, I mean, the bags are coming down the little ramp and like,
boom! Yeah. Yes.
And everything is just going nuts. And I'm being like, this is like my civic duty that I've decided to pick up. Is like I'm the janitor of the TSA bins.
I do that too. I'll pick up mine, and I cap it at mine and one more.
Well, when I'm waiting and mine isn't out yet, that's just
right.
what I'm doing. I feel like a dad. It's like the most dad thing I've ever done.
Well, because you're also kind of huffing and puffing a little bit.
Oh,
you're kind of looking around. You're going, I guess I'll just pick these up.
God damn, I do everything around here for
no one else is gonna
kids.
do it. I guess I'll pick it up. I mean, Tom, this goes into my long-standing theory that people were not raised. No one was raised.
Yeah.
Why are you not picking up your bin?
It's such a clear-cut issue.
And I also think this is kind of a newer thing because I'm only noticing it recently.
I think people have just gotten ruder now.
I agree. I think people suck dick and balls.
I mean, I was on the train the other day, and this guy flat out refused to give me of his Gatorade.
Man, I love that joke, and that thing bombs so hard.
It might be my favorite joke of yours.
It stinks. Everybody hates it. I'm telling it, and I'm like laughing to myself, and the audience is like, God, that is so lame. And I'm like, come on. The visual of that is hilarious. Huh?
It hit at Zany's last week.
Did I do it at Zany's?
Yeah.
Well, I really blacked out that entire set.
Well, I think you blacked out my whole set too because you didn't watch any of it.
I was upstairs in just a fit of self-hatred, Tom.
Oh, shut up. You were hanging. I got hair all over this microphone.
Gross.
Hey, this week in videos I should not have to see on the internet. I watched a guy just get hit by a train.
Sure, of course.
It was a selfie video where the guy was trying to catch the oncoming train in a selfie video. And it looked like it was like, as the train's getting closer, I thought it was going to be one of those near misses, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then the train got closer, and he's like doing that. He's like, train gets closer. Boom!
Well, you start doing the physics yourself, and you're like, "There's no way he doesn't get hit by this train."
Yeah, and then it's just he got hit. Phone went crazy, and he definitely got hit in the head. He's definitely dead.
Yeah, I mean that is a vid that goes hard, though.
It's exactly what it was on. I hate Twitter now. It's all I see.
Vid that goes. You're like, it's like this. They just have accounts that are like body that gets decapitated. You're like, I don't want to see this account. What?
Stop.
I don't follow anything that's even close to this genre.
I know.
Please stop showing me dead bodies.
The problem is now I've like watched too many of those videos that they're seeing me watch it and they're like, "Ooh, yeah, he likes them."
Yeah, he likes this shit.
Let's keep the. Oh, do we have anything of like a child getting ruined by a machine? That would be awesome.
Can we get some more alligator eating people's pets? Have you seen one of those?
Yeah,
those are heartbreaking. I mean, I'd much rather watch a guy taking a selfie get hit by a bus than a dog like falling into a ravine and just getting eaten by an owl. I threw my phone out of the window. And the same guy, he still had my golf clubs on his back. He just walked by, picked up my phone, kept it moving. It's like,
he goes,
shit.
Trash? And you go, no, it's alligator pet video.
He just ran away. I was like, fucking hate Bushwick. God. Don't shout out to Bushwick. Bushwick absolutely sucks. Hey, if anybody's listening, you're going, I should move to New York City. No. I don't know why Bushwick was the thing that I kept hearing. Everybody's like, you got to be in Bushwick. That's where all the fun stuff. I never even heard of any other real, like, don't go to Bushwick. Well, it's terrible.
The problem is you're getting advice from all comedians.
Right.
We're not like almost no comic I know has the finances or the financial capability
to not live in Bushwick.
Make a decision other than Bushwick.
Right.
So, see, I don't know that people are like, oh, Bushwick is sick as hell. It's more like Bushwick is where we
Bushwick
live.
Is a place where I put my dirty laundry. I think that is a good point because I'm looking around. I'm like, this is the suggested place. This place sucks ass.
I love it. Took a year, but you were like, no, I'm honestly kind of coming around on it.
I mean, Tom, sometimes you just have to put blinders on and say, I'm gonna make the best of this situation.
You got to trick yourself.
You just have to. And then, so when we first moved here, and people were like, "Oh, so where you live?" And I would say Bushwick. Without any variance, everybody would go, "Ooh," and I was like, "Wait, what?" And they're like, Bushwick's tough. And I was like, oh, okay. And now that we've moved, then everybody's like, where are you at? We're like, Ridgewood. And everybody's like, hell yeah, Ridgewood slaps. And I'm like, where was this?
And no one was giving me the scouting report.
Where was the Ridgewood love?
I mean, it wasn't at the open mic comedy level.
No, not in Chicago. I was getting my real estate advice from open micers in Chicago.
In another city.
And I'm going, how did this miss?
I don't understand. I mean, I got a full report from a ton of people that make $11,000 a year.
I got a report from the dumbest guy I've ever met who hasn't had a job in 8 years. And he said Bushwick is the place to be.
I thought it would just hit.
God.
I didn't even consider Ridgewood. Bushwick. Ridgey.
I mean, you know, but we
Ridgey.
did it. I do feel like you have to get your ass kicked by New York. I really don't think you have a choice, but you're just going to get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
Hopefully that was us getting our ass kicked. Hopefully, Tom.
Now, that was freshman year. That was hazing.
Hopefully it's only up from here, but we do have a ghost living in the apartment now, so I don't know. Lizzie's going to love it. I'm not thrilled.
I think you're on the up and up, and I feel good about it.
We're feeling all right. I'm posting reels. I'm bombing on the internet.
Hey, show Timmy some love on the internet. We got to get the algorithm in his favor.
I mean, here's the annoying part.
Yesterday was a classic mistake.
I mean, you know,
you did the delete and repost, and you just can't do that. That's a cardinal sin of the net.
I mean, the rhythm was like, nah, dude.
The rhythm, calling the algorithm the rhythm is way too cool of a name for what it is.
The rhythm is gonna get you, Tom.
It sounds like an old New Orleans jazz song.
Well, it is that song. The rhythm is gonna get you. Isn't that a song?
Oh yeah, that's true. It's not an old New Orleans jazz song, but yeah.
It's like an '80s major pop song.
And I just pictured like a old black man being like, "The rhythm gets you one day."
But he's talking about heroin.
Yeah,
old jazz musician.
Yeah.
Here's the problem: it's like the reels, like they do fine.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not like insane bomb. They're just doing fine.
Well, that's one will pop, one will break through.
And I'm like, it's like, oh, this one's whatever. This one's fine.
Yeah.
None of them are like none of them I've posted where it's like, oh, well, this is heartbreaking stuff.
Well,
This one got 42 likes. That's some kill yourself juice right there.
I think on the mental health side of it, if you're confident in what you're posting, then who cares?
Who cares? Look at that. That's Brightside Tom.
Yeah, I'm trying to be glass half full.
Love that.
Also, that could have come off super condescending. I'm like,
no, it was, but I'm just choosing to blow right
good,
by that.
I just realized as I was saying, yeah, Tim, if you think it's good, I mean, I didn't. I saw it, but if you think that's good, then good.
I held in quite a bit of rage right there, and I said, you know what? We're just gonna blow right past that.
No, you know what I meant.
I know. We've had this conversation. It's like, look, the joke is working.
It's good. It's funny. It's crushing.
It's crushing in the room.
Yeah.
That's all I can do.
Yeah. And
Tom, we got to wrap this motherfucker up, though.
All right. Okay. Get out of here. You got stuff to do. Where are you at? This comes out right now.
Tonight I am in Ridgewood.
He's in the Ridgey, you guys. We're
in the Ridge. If you want to come help us unpack a couple of boxes, maybe damn, I forgot like the phrasing. Maybe exercise a demon in our apartment. Maybe get this thing out of here. Come over here with some candles and some of your stuff for a seance, and we'll figure it out.
Hell yeah. If I'm on the road with G Fasmus right now. We did Cleveland last night. We got Columbus tonight, Pittsburgh tomorrow, Columbus Saturday, Louisville and Nashville, and Indy next week in Kansas City. If you're in any of those, come see us. It's a fun show. I didn't even
come out,
but we'll do an update on that next week after.
Hell yeah. Get a little more under the belt, and then we can do a larger recap.
Yes. All right.
Compare and contrast notes. All right. We love you.
We love you guys. Bye.
He married my sister. Now we're living together. We're roommates in